What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Gacharic Spin. Yes, indeed, Gacharic Spin fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Home Gnome, and this is actually one of Home Gnome's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Home Gnome. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Home Gnome wanted to see me react to this is Gacharic Spin with a tune called Rabbit Hole.
Curiosity often leads to trouble.
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hold it. Yeah, this does sound familiar. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Home Gnome. Okay, a little self-promotion there. I see what you did there.
Apologize!
And the video has 11,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Gacharic Spin, Rabbit Hole, live at Electric Ladyland. Okay. 2022, 10/08. Okay, so it's either October 8th, 2022, or it's August 10th, 2022. Not sure which it is. Guess it doesn't really matter, but I'd like to know. You know, I like to get my facts straight. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this!
It's light. It's really light and upbeat. I mean, it's obviously got the pop elements without question. I mean, the poppiness is there, but there are some nice jazz elements in here too. The guitar playing style, not what she's playing, but how she's playing it, her subdivision work. Very jazz oriented. I like what's happening there. Piano playing, very nice. Far more attention being placed into chords and not so much melodic lines from Oreo, which is really nice. Also, some really nice jazz subdivision work in her playing as well. Drummer, straight ahead. Yuri's doing a fine job there. Snare on the 2 and 4 with some really nice, again, jazz feel subdivision happening with everything else, from the hi-hat to the kick drum, cymbal work in general, but the snare constant on the 2 and 4. I like the trade-off on the vocals. I like it. It's working really well, actually. And you're really giving them a chance to really kind of show off the difference between their two vocal styles and their two vocal tones. They blend well together. They absolutely do. We've seen that in the past. But I like the fact that we're actually getting to see Angie kind of show off her actual vocal ability to sing melodically. Not that she doesn't sing melodically in other songs, but you know, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. In other songs that we've heard from them, I mean, she does sing melodically, yes, but a lot of her time is spent as a hype person. You know, she's a mic operator. I forgot the official job title that she was given. But in any case, a lot of what she does is call and response to the crowd to get the crowd fired up, right? In this context, we're really seeing her focus a lot more on her actual melodic singing, and I gotta say, she can sing really well from what I'm hearing in this. Everything sounds nice. It's light, it's upbeat, it's got a nice groove. It's not heavy and chunky, but at the same time, the groove is super, super chill and super nice. I'm digging this. Let's keep going and let's see where we go from here. Nice. That's what it is. That's what this is kind of reminding me of. Okay. Let me back up a little bit here to the bass solo. I was listening I was listening to Koga's bass playing, and I'm sitting here going, this sounds like somebody. This sounds like somebody. And I just figured out who she sounds like on this song. Listen, let's see if, okay, for those of you that know jazz, see if you can pick up on the same things that I'm picking up on. those little swell bends, boom, boom, with that resolve. Tell me her bass playing right there does not remind you of Kim Stone from the Rippingtons. Tell me it doesn't, because I'm telling you right now, that's exactly who she reminds me of right now. As a matter of fact, when you listen to this whole song, this has, like, take out the vocals and replace it with Jeff Koshawa, either doing tenor sax or soprano sax, either one of those. Tell me this does not sound like a Rippington song. This absolutely does sound like something the Rippingtons would play. I'm telling you right now, I am not at all, at least in my opinion, I'm not at all incorrect about that evaluation. It's got the lightness, it's got the upbeatness, it's got the hook. The instrumentation's all kind of getting their own little time to shine. Everything very major key oriented. This sounds like a Rippingtons tune. It really does. Like I said, take out the vocals, replace it with sax, you got a Rippington song. I guarantee it. Like early Rippingtons, like, Welcome to St. James Place or Weekend in Monaco. That would be a good one. Or Tourist in Paradise. That might be a good reference. Any one of those. Kilimanjaro would be another good album that would be a reference to a song that you'd find like this. No, I'm digging this tune, man. I really am. I was sitting here wondering, why is this hooking me so well? And now I understand why. I absolutely understand why. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Yeah. Oh, this was fun. I dug this. This was very, very enjoyable. Let me get my thoughts together. There's not a lot to talk about, but there's a couple things I want to cover for sure. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Gacharic Spin with Rabbit Hole. This was a request from Home Gnome. And this was actually one of Home Gnome's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Home Gnome. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. There's not a ton to talk about. There's not a lot, but there's a couple of things that I really do feel are worth mentioning. So we should have a short review, but then again, you know me, and the next thing you know, we'll be here for 15 minutes if I go off on a tangent. So I'm not making any promises other than I'm going to promise that I'm going to try my best to keep it short. Let's start off with the score. And the score just might surprise a few people. On a scale of 1 to 10, believe it or not, I'm going to give that a 9.0. Yep, 9.0. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 9.0. What does that mean? Well, a 9.0 would translate to an outstanding, amazing, impressive song. So, yeah, I think they did. I think they did all the above there. I'm going to talk about it in a little bit. It'll also translate to 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. So there you go, a 9.0. Outstanding, amazing, impressive performance, 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, I know I have been pretty tough recently with Gacharic Spin. There's a reason for that. You know, they have set for themselves this bar, this level of expectation. And I've said in several reactions, it's going to take something special to get past that bar. You know, it's when you're playing songs that sound very similar in style, very similar in approach when it comes to the songwriting, it's going to be tough to surpass that bar. You can meet it. You can meet the expectation. Yeah, sure, absolutely. That's not hard to do. Exceeding that expectation, on the other hand, that is a little bit trickier. You gotta do something to throw a little bit of a curveball in the mix, to throw a monkey wrench into the gears, to kind of, you know, shake things up and shift things around and show that they can do more than just meet expectation. This song did everything I was hoping for. The biggest thing is this song sounds completely different from every other song I've reacted to on this channel from Gacharic Spin. So that shows that they are multifaceted. They have multiple directions they can go. They are not, contrary to what some people have said in the comments, they are not a one-trick pony. They are fully capable of writing songs in various styles. This song had the energy, but in a very light way. It was a very light feeling. It wasn't heavy-handed at all. It was a very light feeling song, very upbeat, poppy, yes, but not strictly from a pop aspect. I was feeling a lot of jazz in this song. I really was. Just look at what was happening instrumentally. Okay, first of all, you got Koga on the bass. She's doing the popping and slapping. Yes, she is doing it, but she's doing it far less and far more bringing attention to herself when she does it. She is popping, she is slapping, but her approach was far more subtle. It wasn't nearly as percussive as we've heard in other songs, not nearly as attack heavy as we've heard in other songs. And on top of that, she did it sparingly. She's putting a lot more attention into fingering and into melodic or counter melodic lines. Not so much focusing on the 1 to 7 8 1 to 7 8 1 to 7 8 1 to 7 8 pattern that, let's be honest, she's known for. Okay, she's known for it. She does it well, absolutely. But you know, let's be honest here. A lot of the songs, her bass playing follows the exact same popping and slapping pattern. Is there anything wrong with that? Nah. Flea made a career doing the old Flea, you know, 7-1-8, 7-1-8, 7-1-8. You know, she just took it and inverted it and made it 1 to 7 8, 1 to 7 8, 1 to 7 8. So, you know, it's all that different. You know, for her to do the same thing that Flea's doing, but at the same time, you know, here we are now with a completely different approach to her bass playing. Very nice. Same thing can be said for Oreo with her playing. Far more attention to chords, even going up on into the right hand area, the high octaves areas. She was playing melodic lines, yes, but she was reinforcing those melodic lines with chords. She would start the melodic line and then chord it out, rather than chords and then melodic line out. She inverted it. Very jazz approach. Tomozo and Hannah, both of their guitar playing. Very light, very sparse, no sustained chords like you would hear in a lot of their other songs. No letting chords ring, just very staccato playing, very sparse playing, which I thought was very appropriate. The drumming, if I'm being honest with you guys, I think the drumming was probably the most impressive thing happening instrumentally. Yuri's playing on this was nice. Some really nice subdivision work, echoing what was happening within both the guitar and the piano, happening within her subdivision playing, except the snare. snare was constant on the 2 and the 4, 2 and 4, 2 and 4. You can set your watch to it. I mean, she really did a great job keeping the feel of the song, keeping the pace of the song, and filling out and adding to the overall aspects and overall feel of the song. So I enjoyed everything she did. Now, in order to get a 9 from me, something has to happen that impresses me, okay? Something has to happen here. And there were 2 things that impressed me in this performance. Number 1, I already talked about this. The fact that they went with a completely different direction with their songwriting on this song. I've never heard them play a song that sounded like this before. This type of style, this type of direction. It impressed me that not only were they willing and daring enough to break away from what they are known for, what they've made their bread and butter with, they actually decided to go and do something a little bit differently, and they did it well, very well. I made the comparison of this song to a Rippingtons tune. I'm not kidding. You take out the vocals, replace it with some sax, either tenor sax, maybe alto sax, maybe, or soprano sax. Just throw Jeff Joshua in there, and I'm telling you, you have a Rippingtons song. Early Rippingtons, obviously, but Rippingtons nonetheless. I was thinking about what album I would have heard a song like this on. Weekend in Monaco comes to mind. Kilimanjaro really comes to mind. Also, Curves Ahead. Curves Ahead. I think this song right here, you throw some tenor sax in there or some soprano sax, either one, and that song would fit perfectly on the album Curves Ahead. Maybe Tourist in Paradise, possibly, but I'm thinking really more Curves Ahead. So I was impressed that they were able to take a song and write a song like this in this style and pull it off as well as they did. That's number 1. Number 2, the other thing that impressed me. Don't get me wrong, I like Hannah's vocals, okay? I really do like Hannah's vocals. I've heard her sing melodically several times on the channel, and I know what she's capable of. This is the first time that I've seen Angie, on the other hand, focus completely on melodic singing, not being the hype girl, not being the mic worker that she was hired to be, but actually being a solid melodic singing vocalist. And I was impressed. And I know I'm probably gonna catch some heat for saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think listening to both of them, and like I said, I like Hannah singing. I do like Hannah singing, but I gotta say, from a purely vocal talent standpoint, I think Angie's vocals, believe it or not, I think Angie's vocals sound better on this song than Hannah's do. I'm not saying Hannah did a bad job. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying there is just something in Angie's tone and her delivery that sounded a little softer, a little nicer, a little sweeter than Hannah's approach to this song. I think if you give Angie more to do vocally from a melodic singing standpoint, I think you're gonna see her grow even more and develop even more. And maybe, just possibly, she might completely surpass Hannah as a vocalist. She might. I really hope she's given the chance, because after hearing her sing on this song, I liked what I heard. I really liked what I heard. I was very impressed with what I heard from her, actually. So that, all together, combined, is how we're coming up with a 9.0. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 9.0, which is outstanding, amazing, impressive job. We got 5 out of 5 stars and an A letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.